Competitive bracket A, boards 14 to 22.
All right, back here at the Michigan ACL State Cornhole Championships.
Bracket A, you're on 21 to 22 and 42 to 48.
Steve Gray was just about to be told he was on the clock. He shows up just in the nick of time. We're going to have one heck of a game here. Steve Gray, David Brown, Open Division Singles. Two top 10 players in the state here. Steve Gray, ACL Elite, ranked 3rd in the state. David Brown, ranked 7th in the state. Top 10 matchup here on board one. They are giving us all the good games today. Love to see it. Talking to David before the game, he was telling me he just came off of a couple of boards out there in the field. You can see behind the barrier there, just a bunch of boards out there, and he said the boards out there were super, super sticky. And I looked at him, I go, oh, that's funny. Everybody says the boards here at Court 1 have been sticky all morning as well. He steps up, throws his first bag, blows it right off the back of the board. He goes, oh, no, these boards are really fast. So different players some calling these boards fast, some calling them slow. I'm calling them perfect because they look great. They seem to be playing all right. We're going to get it down and back in here. Then we're going to get rolling with this game. Plenty more singles action coming at you. We're going to finish the open division here. We got a whole bunch of games to go there. Hopefully we're going to bring you the intermediate championship game here as well on board one. You're going to get the intermediate guys on the live stream. And then they are just getting started with advanced and competitive out there as well. So the house is really starting to fill up now. If we play our cards right, we could get 4 different championship games here on board one, intermediate, competitive, advanced, and open by the end of the day. Let's cross our fingers.
Competitive bracket B, hold your tits. I got to get the board sorted back up, please. He's on his first warning already. Give the signal, rip that jersey off you, throw you out of here.
All right, done with the down and back.
His bags are illegal. They're soaking wet.
Oh, it's soaking wet. Uh-oh. Calling for an illegal bag check here on David Brown. There's the spin. There's the knucks. We're going to get going here.
Ready, Jason?
I was born ready, brother. Let's go. These two players very familiar with each other, play against each other all the time. This could be an interesting game for sure. David going to step out, try to get a piece of that bag, bring it back towards the hole just like that, making it a little easier for collect. Steve's going to try to block him there, say, you're not going to get that bag unless you're going up. Ooh, David elects to cut around it and sits on the back. I have a feeling both of those bags could go with just the weight of a bag hitting the board. Steve's going to go to cut around it as well. Ends up clogging the hole up. First round, nothing we like better around here than first round timeouts. David's going to go and take a look. Gives a little head nod, takes a second look. Mike Minnie says, let's go, Gray Ghost. Minnie, where are you at this weekend? Everybody's here but you. A little bit of a step out for David. Comes at it hard. Ends up just sitting behind it. 8 on 6. Going to give up 2 early. Oh, you like that smooth voice, do you, Mike? It's a little rougher this morning after last night, I can promise you that. A little too late of a night. Few too many soda pops. Oh, David goes up and collects. What a bag. Leaves his right in front of the hole. Steve a little irritated by that, looking off to the crowd, going, can you believe this guy? He had stepped out. Now I think he's going to rethink what he's going to do here. Goes slick side, tries to collect them all. Ends up hanging up in front. David looked like he might go up again, try to catch his. That's sitting on the front of the hole. Ooh, just a little strong. Ends up grabbing the back of the board and hanging on for an 8-8 wash. Mike, we really didn't go anywhere. We were here until past 11 last night, finishing up with Crew Cup. Headed back over to Miss Donna's house and hung out there the rest of the night and most of the morning before having to get up early to get here this morning again. Ooh, David trying to cut that bag in, ends up leaving it off to the right. Well, Steve blows right past the hole, sitting on the back now. David just nice and easy up the middle. Steve might go up and get that. Nope, he's going to stay right down the middle, too. Content giving up 2 here rather than risk going off and giving up more. Yes, nice last night. Not so nice when the alarm clock went off this morning. I can promise you that. Right up the middle. 12-point wash. The crowd yelling, boring from the side over there. They want to see some actions. Guys, we want to see some blocks and some rolls. We want to see some airmails. We'll take a 12-point wash. We don't mind that, but the crowd booing them over here for putting too many bags in the hole, if you can believe that. David off right with his first bag. Steve going to stick right up the middle. He is on fire right now. In for a 10-10 wash. Could be in for a long game here. We got 2 really good shooters who just love going hole for hole. Steve taking his time with this one, trying to figure out what he wants to do. A little bit of a small step out. Try to cut that around David's bag. Ends up sitting right in front of it. David does the same thing. Timeout time. Let me go down and take a look. Both of those bags look like they are those front 2 bags hanging in the hole. Steve's in front. Dave's second in line. David up 5-2 on the round so far. Good morning, Rob. How are you, my friend? Steve goes up, doesn't collect anything, and ends up bouncing off the pile and off the board.
Competitive division. If you are not in a match right now with an active scoreboard, please do not start another match. Competitive brackets A and B.
Ooh, David, I think he was going for a roll there. It just landed a little long on him. Steve goes up, hits the airmail, ends up only giving up one off the board, 8-7, giving David Brown the 3-2 lead. Boy, they must have had enough of that block and an airmail in last round. Nice 12-12 wash there for the boys. First bag left for David. A chance here for Steve, but he pulls his first one to the right. Sticking to that right side for Steve. That one got lucky, caught his bag and fell. There we go, right back up the middle now. 10 points for Dave. Steve goes in, gives him a 10-10 wash. Short right there for David. Steven just goes right over top of it. David tries to throw a cut bag and catch that bag, move it closer to the hole. He did that, but the one he threw ended up flying right off the back. Nice collect there from David to save a 9. Steve wants to go in here to get 3, and he does. 12 on 9. For the round, 5 on 3. Steve Gray over David Brown. All right, everybody watching at home, I want you to do me a favor. If you haven't already, go ahead and follow the What a Bag Cornhole Facebook page. And while you're at it, while you're there watching this live stream, take this live stream and go ahead and share it around. Share it to your favorite cornhole groups. Share it to wherever you want. And do me a favor, come back in the comments. Tell me that you shared it. Tell me where you shared it to. If we get enough viewers today, maybe we'll give away some free swag to anybody watching. Have a little drawing for our winners, for those who wanted to go out and share and get this Cornhole Championships out to the world. Short block there for Steve. Dave's going to step around. Should be an easy cut bag for him. Get around that bag. Bully it out of the way a little bit. Ooh, Steve went low to grab it, a little too low. Caught the front of the board. Opportunity for David to finish up with 12 here, possibly get 5. Gets 7 here if he goes over top. Ooh, just a hair long on the airmail. 9-5, picks up 4. We're sitting here at tie game at 7. Thank you, Mike, for the share. We appreciate that. Getting back to the action here. David Brown up 11-7 on Steve Gray. I walk away for a minute, and he starts scoring all the points. And as soon as I come back, he throws that first bag left. Ooh, Steve had a chance to tie it up. Ends up throwing his right. David going to go in here, hoping to only give up 2. Steve follows him for a 10 on 8.
Rudy Sin, board number 13, please. Rudy Sin, board number 13. Your party's waiting. You're on the clock.
Oh, Steve Gray going up top, trying to catch the back of that hole. Ends up going off the back of the board. Opportunity here
Bracket B. You should have just gotten
for David.
board assignment. Please
Nice collect there.
boards. You're on boards 32 and 42 through 48.
Steve in for a 7. Dave looking to go in for a 10, and he does. There's 3 more points. Good call, Mike. That's exactly what it is. Viper R versus Wizard L's. Thanks, Rob, for the shares. We appreciate it. The rest of you guys go out there and share. If we get our viewership high enough, we're going to give away some swag today. David electing to
You're getting some fresh
sit back
tests
behind,
also.
force Steve to go up, which he does. Knocks in
Please enter your
one, but sits on the
allocated
back.
court
David wants to go down and take a look.
Boards 23 through 30.
Is anybody keeping track of how many timeouts we've used so far this game?
6 and 8 finish those matches.
David goes to look, sees a mostly open hole. Tries to go hard at it, gets the two bags sitting in front, but knocks his off the back. Steve just goes right in.
Kevin Mulligan, board number 40, please. Kevin Mulligan, board number 40, your party's waiting.
Okay, I was going to say. Wasn't sure that score was right. Not 14-14. It's actually going to be 14-11 once our scoreboard updates here. $14-12. 14-12. Steve with a nice block early. Dave off right, but still collectible. Knocks a little closer there. Steve stays away from it, collects on, goes in on the left side of the hole. There it is. Took him two bags, but he went and got it. David Brown going to go in here, hopefully for 12-12 wash. Oh no, he hooks it left, just past the hole. 12 on 10, 2 more points for Steve Gray, and now we are tied at 14. I'm not sure where everybody is, but I'm hearing a lot of people being put on the clock here today. They are not messing around. If you are not at your boards, they're going to put you on the clock, and you risk forfeiting that game. We don't want to see that. So if you're watching this, if you're sitting here in the building just watching the live stream, make sure you pay attention. They call your name, get to your boards, get these games going. David Brown looking to go in here to collect 2. With a 12 on 10, that's exactly what he does. Steve calling for it to sit, and it does, just right next to the hole. That bag's going to be out of play. Dave with a chance to pick up 2 more here. There's 12 for David. Steve going in for a 10, which he does. 2 more. 18-14 for David Brown, now within striking distance. 1 bad bag away from winning his game. Putting up that block with his first bag. Steve trying to force the issue here, trying to bait David into making a mistake. Goes up, catches the back of the hole, kicks off to the right, almost grabbed that airmail. It might be the mistake Steve was looking for, but now he's take his time here and try to figure out how he wants to play this. Staying sticky side. Nice collect. Nice collect from Steve Gray there. Putting himself in a position to collect 2. David Brown in for the 10. Steve Gray in for the 12. 18-16. Such a back and forth game. So tight. What a bag is correct, Michael Minnie. Those are the kind of collects I dream about at night because I know I can't hit them. That's the only time I'm ever going to see them is in my dreams. Ooh, fourth bag hangs on Steve. Dave's going to take a second. Throws a little cut, trying to sneak in the right side, and he does. What a bag. Two more for David Brown sitting on 20. 20-16. Steve Gray is down to his last mistake. Can't make any more. David Brown just got to keep it simple here. Just keep putting bags in holes and let Steve make the mistake here. Steve is going to have to be perfect. Four in for David, four in for Steven, 12-12 wash. After 23 rounds, still sitting 20-16. Ricky Dexter, how you doing this morning, bud? Woke up ready to stir the pot. I love to see it.
Robert Watson, 47, please. Robert Watson.
That bag off right for Steve. Could be dangerous. Nice bully from David Brown to knock that bag out of play. That could be it. All David Brown has to do is finish up here. Two more bags. That's one. Goes right through that block from Steve. Steve goes into his third bag. David Brown puts this in, and that's pretty much all she wrote. Steve's going to have to figure out how to get that bag that's just past the hole and off to the right. He's got to get that bag in along with the bag in his hand. A tall order for anybody. Nope. That's going to be it. David Brown going to take down Stephen Gray. And we're going to be back with more live cornhole here from the 2024 Michigan State Cornhole Championships here in just a little bit. Hang with us, folks. We'll be right back.